Good morning. Thanks for joining me for our last day of devotionals this week. I hope that these have been helpful to you this week. Our final devotional is from Gospel reading for the day, Matthew chapter 27, starting in verse 15. It's continuing with the story of Jesus' arrest, trial, and eventual crucifixion. Now at the festival, the governor was accustomed to release a prisoner for the crowd, anyone whom they wanted. At that time, they had a notorious prisoner called Jesus Barabbas. So after they gathered, Pilate said to them, "Whom do you want me to release for you, Jesus Barabbas or Jesus who is called the Messiah?" For he realized that it was out of jealousy that they had handed him over. While he was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent word to him, "Have nothing to do with that innocent man, for today I have suffered a great deal because of a dream about him." Now the chief priests and the elders persuaded the crowds to ask for Barabbas and to have Jesus killed. The governor again said to them, "Which of the two do you want me to release for you?" And they said, "Barabbas." Pilate said to them, "Then what should I do with Jesus who is called the Messiah?" All of them said, "Let him be crucified." Then he asked, "Why? What evil has he done?" But they shouted all the more, "Let him be crucified." Now this is the darkest moment in, I think, the history of the world. It's often said that all of us were in the crowd, along with all of the people from the parade on Palm Sunday, along with many of Jesus's supposed supporters. We were all there, shouting, "Let him be crucified." And Jesus offers forgiveness in the midst of that. Jesus, knowing that we would have been in that crowd had we been there, Jesus would still offer us forgiveness from the cross. And that's a beautiful sentiment. It's a beautiful thing that Jesus is willing to do for us. But we often miss what Jesus has accomplished in this particular passage. In this moment, Jesus could have, broken out of his chains. He could have ended the process. He could have had his disciples go through the crowd asking them to release him. But instead, Jesus allows this to happen. And so the very first person who is forgiven and released from punishment by the death of Jesus is Barabbas. Jesus shows his love for Barabbas by accepting the cross on his behalf. And as so many things that Jesus does, so too this act of forgiving the world begins with one particular person. Would you please join me in our prayer for the day?